gonna see some cats. We'll see some Pete's and hear some squeaks, so sit back and relax.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Were you thinking party-related thoughts? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a good thing you're deaf. You don't gotta listen to that racket, to that yammering. But Malika, on the other hand, oh boy, poor thing. Whoa. Will. So I'm doing this kind of stuff over here, where it's like, look at the hand. You got anything else? All right. I mean, it's kind of something. That's kind of like, they mess up your order at McDonald's, and then you're like, what are you going to do to make this better? And then they're like, have an apple pie? And you're like, all right. It's not great, but it's like, yeah, I'll take it. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. Let's do this. I don't think she noticed. I don't think that she knows that we're here. She hasn't suspected a thing. She doesn't. Hi. 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 Well, are you eating breakfast? We're eating breakfast? It's like some chicken drumsticks. Chicken drumsticks. And a pretty... Ooh, unicorns. That's nice. I mean, that's cool if that's what you're into. Whatever. Look at this. Look at this. Look, what the... It's a butterfly. It's in between Christmas and New Year's right now. It's in between Christmas and New Year's. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. And then, like this coming weekend, it's gonna get down to like in the 20s. Texas, man. Hello. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Oh, Ruby. Oh, Ruby. Poor thing. Whoa. Frederick J. Conison. Freddie J. I hear voices. Not... I know, that's without context. No, there's people at the gate. There's some people at the gate, and Destiny, it sounds like she's talking to them. I'm not. I always have to sit there and wonder, like, well, what's actually getting picked up by the microphone? Like, what can be heard by the device, by the apparatus? And there's certain times where, like, whether it be maybe a low light situation where I can see something, but the camera can't. And I think that can also be the case for certain audio things where I can hear certain things that maybe the phone isn't picking up on. So if I hear like very, very faint, way off in the distance voices, but then I say like, I hear voices, and people are like, you all right, Derek? Well, why don't you go lay down for a little bit? It's not like that. They're real. Oh boy. Ruby. Ruby, 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 Ruby. My gosh. Ruby. Ruby. We're trying to have a peaceful cast. We're trying to see some kitties. We're trying to maybe have a couple of chuckles. Just a couple. I'm not promising the world to people, but there is a certain kind of, expectation that people have when they watch these things. And that also includes flyovers. That also includes unwelcome, unrequested, yeah, right there. Right there. Look at you. This place. Trying to get some stuff done. Trying to do important work. Ew. Oh, can't really. I have got. Gee, what is going on? This is no good. This is no good. I'm losing resolution. It is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. The phone is not operating in the way that it is supposed to be doing. I need to get a new device. I really do. I've been putting it off. I've been trying to be supportive of local business. There's a cell phone store just up the road. Yeah, no, it's right on down, you could take a left at the big oak tree and there's the cellular phone store. No, it's next town over, but it's in the community. And I've gotten phones there for years. And I'm looking to get a particular device. The S21 Ultra. And I keep on calling and asking and saying, like, hey, you got it? And like, no, we don't got it yet. Anytime we get it, sold it, just get people snatch them up. Cool. Well, let me know when you get it. I don't know if I can wait. It's suffering. See, you can't even tell that there's a tiger rolling down on the ground. You're like, my gosh, is it a Cheeto that's doing a belly dance? This is a very strange commercial. They're sexualizing Cheetos now. What's this world come to? And no, dear viewer, that's not the case. It's just that my phone it's just not picking up the stuff like it should. Time to retire it, I think. Selena! Oh, Ruby. I gotta go around. We took the Christmas trees. We gave the cats Christmas trees, and almost no one cared. Pretty much everyone was just like, well, and we gave them also like on feed day. So we were going around and throwing Christmas trees over, and they're like, yeah! Oh. When are you gonna feed us? Like, oh, okay. Well, do you want to play with the tree? Like, not really. No. No, I don't. No-y. No-y. Oh. You start doing cute stuff. When I was out of your field of view. When I was out of your field of vision. That's actually a lion. It's not a Twinkie that's been covered in roof spackle. I know. Hard to believe. With the fuzzy picture that's probably up on your screen right now. What? Boots! Boots! Patites! She's like, I has to go inside now, please. Oh. Nope, you're outside now, Boots. Yep, it's outside today. You gotta get outside and blow the stink off you, like my mom used to say. You've been inside playing video games for too long. That's the good stuff right there. Concrete. Red. Whoa. Important things. Important things. Important things. I was watching the Darkest Hour on Netflix the other night. It's a great movie. Gary Oldman plays Winston Churchill. And I do like a good historical drama. It's some of my favorite genres. A period drama. Yeah. You know, where they're all like, where are my tampons? Oh, this is so dramatic. But some of those different types of movies that are kind of based off of actual events, I do like. And then a lot of times if it's a period drama, I'll go and I'll research the actual period that the drama itself took place in, and then see what were the accuracies and what were the artistic liberties, which I'm fine with. It's based. We're talking about things that are based on stories. It doesn't always have to be like a 1v1 kind of thing. Which then goes into like another similar movie and similar theme, similar time frame, and then it deals with the art of spoken word. Hi, Ren. Melissa says hi. But The King's Speech, which another brilliant movie. Love it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of both those movies, Darkest Hour and The King's Speech. I think that they're both really, really good, with command performances from their leading actors. And but it goes into that whole thing about like, well, when you're talking about things that are based on actual stuff, and then what is accurate or how representative of certain times and certain things that happened is it versus artistic license or artistic liberties. And those both of those movies kind of have pretty good examples of that, specifically when it comes to the speeches, like the very famous speeches at the end of each of those movies. Which are based off of actual speeches that those two characters did. The King of England, King George, and then Winston Churchill. And if you, like the Darkest Hour, like Gary Oldman, he does like the very famous Churchill, like, we'll fight them on the beat, but okay, that's the thing. Because Gary Oldman's performance he is like really fiery, and there's papers flying in the air, and it's in Parliament, and he's like, we'll find them on the beaches, and we'll find them in the seas, we'll find them anywhere, we'll do it. It's like really getting like hyped up ringside announcer, which is kind of what the country needed at the time, you know. But if you go and you listen to the actual speech, like from YouTube, like the actual Winston Churchill, we'll find them on the beaches, we'll find them on the landing grounds, we'll find them on the seas, we'll find them, and that's the difference between like what was portrayed in the movie and the actual speech. Now, going to the King's speech, it's actually kind of eerie. If you watch Colin Firth's speech in, quote, the King's speech, and then you listen to the actual speech that King George made, his address to the people, it's really similar. I mean, like, down to just like pronunciations and syllables and just the way that certain beats and strokes were made with just some of the line delivery. And to that effect, it's like, wow, Colin Firth did like this really amazing job of capturing this extremely accurate portrayal of that speech. But here's the thing. I like both of those depictions. I like both of them. I think that they're both really, really great. And I do definitely understand if Gary Oldman if he played this kind of like cantankerous, you know, Winston Churchill, you know, just an absolute drunk. Well, he drank a lot. He wasn't a drunk. He drank a lot. I guess there's a difference. But this cantankerous, heavy-livered fellow. And then you play that through the entire movie, and then you're like, oh, they're having these, you know, different kind of moments in the war room, and it's like, you can't reason with the tiger when you have your head in its mouth. How many times do I have to tell you that? And it's like, you know what? He makes a solid point. We can't be conciliatory to this Hitler chap. Oh my gosh, he seems like a scoundrel. Which is interesting to look back at that time and think that these were actual conversations that countries were having. These were conversations that happening. But they were, like, we look back on the lens of history and we're like, oh my gosh, of course, that regime is very evil, terrible, they had to be stopped. But at the time, there was a lot of that. He'll just like, maybe if we say like, hey, you're all right, then he'll stop. And then he'll be like, okay, you get to keep your country. Maybe if we say just like, well, hey, stop, don't do that. He'll leave us alone. Perhaps he will. He seems reasonable. And Churchill was just like, no, F that. No. This guy's nuts. He has to be stopped, and I am just the drunk to do it. And you go through the whole movie, and then we can't do this. This guy's mad. I'm gonna give a speech that's gonna rouse the country. And we'll find them on the beaches, and we'll find them on the seas, and we'll never surrender. And England shall remain until the new world comes to save the day. We'll find them on all the places. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's... I mean, yeah, I guess we will. Oh, okay. I don't know. I just think it was just interesting, like the parallels between the two depictions, and then how I appreciate the very accurate depiction from the King's speech, but I also appreciate the more kind of dramatized depiction from The Darkest Hour. I almost said The Longest Yard. The football team is going up against the Nazis for the championship. Like, oh, where's Burt Reynolds when you need him? Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus Award in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your Big Cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website carerescuetexas.com for more information. You keep them tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy, and thank you so much for your support. And we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. I know. All right. Take care, folks.
Monkey's buttered toast. Munchie saw a ghost. Mika weighs the most.